If you are curious about the law of attraction, then stay tuned. In this video, you will learn about how Jack Canfield uses the law of attraction in his life. Hello, my name is Stephen Dobos and I am an abundance scientist and coach. If you would like to receive more videos like this, then please like and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. For those of you watching, let me give you a background of Jack Canfield. Jack has been a pioneer of the human potential development movement and has reached over 1 billion people with his books and courses. Jack Canfield is also co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, the best-selling book in the USA during the mid-1990s, according to the New York Times. He also authored the highly successful book, The Success Principles, as well as many more, and was featured in the movie The Secret. Jack, I am so pleased that you are willing to take this time and share your expertise in the area of abundance and law of attraction. As an instructor of the Silva Method, I find the same questions keep coming up from different people as they take the course. So I'd like to give our viewers as many perspectives as possible so that they can get one which will truly resonate for them. So you've been teaching about the law of attraction for many years. Can you share with our viewers how the law of attraction works in your words, and what are the keys to maximizing its power?
Well, there are two laws that kind of go together. One's called the law of abundance, the other one's the law of attraction. And the law of abundance basically says that in the universe, there's an unlimited source and supply of everything we could ever want or need. And everything is in abundance in life. Now, I know for some people that seems hard to believe, but when you look around, we see that there's millions and millions and millions of blades of grass, flowers, birds, the ocean, millions of species and new ones being found every day in the rainforest. There's more television shows and podcasts than you could watch. I literally saw, Steve, the other day that 6,000 new podcasts a day are coming into being around the world because everyone's learning to do them. And there's YouTube videos and more books than you could read, more songs than you could ever listen to. You go to Apple, iTunes, and like right now I have enough songs in my, my what do you call
library?
It? My library. Thank you very much. And there's abundance of words that other people can help you with like that. But anyway, that I could listen to, if I listen to one song from now and it would take months to hear them all. So the reality is there's a tremendous abundance. And then the law of attraction says that whatever you are in harmonic vibration with, you will attract more of into your life. Whatever you're grateful for, whatever you love, whatever you are experiencing joy around. So basically, we want to be, if we want more abundance in our life, we need to be grateful for the abundance we already have. Most people are focused on the lack, what they don't have, what's missing in their life. It was really funny. I was interviewing a guy a couple of weeks ago who is a author of a book called The Finders, where he interviewed all these people who were finders, who had literally become enlightened, who'd found inner peace and equanimity, what he called, just the total relaxation into the fullness of their life. And he found, I do an exercise. He was in a group with me, and I do this exercise called What's Missing in Your Life? And people say, well, more time with my grandchildren, time to exercise, free time, whatever. He said, nothing. There's nothing missing in my life, and it's like, everywhere you look, there's full presence of all kinds of things if you just pay attention to them. But we tend to focus on what's not there. So anyway, if I want more love in my life, I need to be focusing on the quality of love and be joyful for the love that I have and grateful for that. If I want to have more abundance in my life, more money, let's say, I need to be grateful for the money I have. If I want to have more generosity flowing into my life, I need to be generous. I remember reading about one of the Rockefellers when they first started and they had no money, and he was making $1.50 a week. This was way back when, as you can imagine, probably the 1890s or the early 1900s. And he said, but I still tithe 10%, because whenever you tithe, you go into the space of, I have enough. And even if you're only giving away $1, 15 cents of that $1.50, some part of you has to say, I have enough. And so that's where you want to live your life from, is from a place of focusing on what you do have, and then focusing on what you want, but actually imagining you already have it. So you're creating the vibration of having it and celebrating it, the presence of it, so that it then migrates toward you. And we can delve deeper into that, but that's just the general sense of it.
So what you're saying and what I'm getting is that let's be grateful and for right now what we have, either whether it's what we want or not, because by focusing on that, we will get more of what we want.
Absolutely. There's a guy named Joe Vitale who you may have heard of. He's a teacher and he's an internet marketer, and he teaches Ho'oponopono and a number of other things. And good friend of mine, he was in the movie The Secret with me. And he talks about, there was a time in his life when he was living in a one-room apartment, like you see in the movies when they're showing someone really poor. He's got one light bulb hanging from a line out of the ceiling, one kind of metal chair, and a formica top table, and a mattress on the floor with some sheets and a blanket and this pillow. That's about it. And he had borrowed a book from the library on how to become wealthy. And it said, you have to start being grateful for what you have. And he said, but what do I have to be grateful for? And then he realized, he said, well, if I was going to do this exercise, I have a pencil, I have paper. I could write out my goals on the paper. It has an eraser. I could erase my limiting beliefs. And he went on to talk about all the things he had, even though he didn't have a lot of what you would normally think of as abundance. He said that was the day his life turned around. And now he's like uber wealthy. He owns many exotic cars. He bought a Rolls Royce recently, went online and said, I'm going to do consulting. It's called My Rolls Royce Consulting. And you fly into Texas, I forget which city he's in, and I'll pick you up at the airport, my Rolls Royce. We'll drive around for 3 hours. You can ask me any question you want and I'll coach you. We'll go to my country club and eat lunch. We'll drive around again. I'll take you out to dinner and I'll drive you to the airport and you can go home, or I'll drive you to a hotel and you can stay overnight. And it's $100,000. And 4 people signed up. So it's like, it's like amazing when you start playing at that level, just from that level of consciousness, what's possible for you.
And even creating that possibility of, it's not just a regular exercise, it's an exercise of enjoying the abundance that he already has.
Right.
Really creating that.
And assuming, there's a story that was told by the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who was the founder of the TM, Transcendental Meditation movement. And they actually bought a college in Fairfield, Iowa, to create a community and a training centers, now Maharishi University. And all his students were sitting there and they said, but Maharishi, where's the money going to come from? And he said, well, from wherever it is now. I just thought, okay, that's the way we should be playing. I assume it's going to happen. We're going to attract it, and it's out there. It exists. There's millions and billions of dollars out there. Why not act as if we can have some if we choose to believe it's possible?
If you would like to watch more videos like this, then please subscribe to my channel below. Once again, my name is Stephen Dobos, and you can download a free centering exercise. The information is in the description box below.